Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in to the Kamen Writers. ZEZTZ-udan. How's everyone doing tonight? How's everyone doing? Oh, of course. So I was. Uh oh. Uh oh. Hold on. Something's stuck. Something's stuck. Let's close that. Okay, we good? Okay, we're unstuck. Okay, perfect. How's everyone doing tonight? It is time for the greatest half an hour of the Saturday nights. It is that half an hour that we thrive for, the half an hour that we crave every week, which is unfortunately preceded by 30 minutes that nobody wants to watch. But that's for tomorrow. But welcome in, everybody, to the Kamen Rider ZEZTZ-udan, the show where we live watch the newest episode of Kamen Rider Zets, and then react to it, and then have a discussion about what we're seeing, the implications. How does that imply to the overall lore of the story? That's what we do here at the ZEZTZ-udan. We're episode 11, which is coincidentally also case number 11 on Zets, which is really cool. We are about 5 minutes away, a little over five, like seven. 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 Code number seven. This. We are 7 minutes away from Kamen Rider Zets. My God. Oh, the implications. I don't know if Knox is getting his suit today. Like I said, I have my theory. Um, I have my theory about the suit, and I mentioned it last week. I think we're not getting it for at least 2 to 3 more episodes. Right? I don't think he's getting it this episode. We're gonna wrap this arc up, and then we'll get it either at the end of next episode or somewhere in the middle of the following episode. That's what I said. So we're gonna see if that's the case. I could be wrong. It would be the first time that I've been wrong here on the channel, because normally when I predict something, I'm usually right. But could be a first time for everything. Not every prediction is gonna be a home run. I will tell you that firsthand. And not all predictions are, not all predictions are correct. But I just saying that I have yet to be incorrect. There will come a day. There will come a day that I am incorrect. Might be today. We will see. Because we're now 5 minutes away. I am super excited, y'all. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Oh my God. I got this. I got the stream up. I'm raring to go. Oh, as always, I always encourage everyone to go directly to the feed. I encourage. Oop, mute. I encourage everyone to go to the main feed. Nox's writer form from the writer wiki. The thing is, it the leak or is it like more high res? Because the leak look horrible. And I gotta head over here. I encourage everyone to please go watch the stream on the main Tokusatsu feed and then come back here for the discussion. So if you're not over there already, by all means, make your way over because this gonna be good. I'm gonna pin that. Because as always, we want to make sure that I want to make sure that I'm not taking away from well, today could be the damn wrong. It's going to be here's my thing. I would much rather that Tokusatsu gets the numbers, right? Like I don't want to take away from the mainstream. I don't want to do that. This is just here as like a companion thing, right? Yeah, so please go watch the main feed and then come back. Right, this is just mainly for video purposes that I react to it in the middle of the stream, but like the discussion after is always for the live audience, And then, of course, people who watch the VOD can come back here and we could talk about it. You know what I mean? That's mainly what it's about. That is mainly what it's about. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and see what's going on. That's a Happy Man. All right. I must ask you, Chet. Are you ready? Nah, I said, are you ready? That being said, let us proceed. Arigato, sensei. I am not your sensei. Oh, and apparently, big news coming out of Japan. Space Sheriff Gavin's been recopyrighted, and it looks like we're getting a new, which tells me that like Gavan, I think, is going to be leading the new generation of Super Sentai. Like, I feel like Gavan's gonna be like a big player in the new Universe Heroes. I feel like he's gonna be like a big player. I genuinely believe that. So let's go ahead and hop over to the cinema. Let's go ahead. All right, we are 2 minutes away. Why does it do that? Hold on. For some reason, it decided, no, I'm gonna keep the YouTube chat, and then make it load for long periods. I gotta clear my cache. Holy shit! When was the last time I did that? Holy fuck! I do not want to see the live chat on my full screen. I'm trying to watch the video. I don't know why it does that. Oh, come on, don't do that. You started buffering for no reason. Okay, click that. There we go. All right, 1 minute left. Are we ready? Are we ready? I ask you once again, chat. Are we ready for this? Kenji Oba Sensei. Hmm. Could you not buffer? Could you not? I don't know why it's buffering. Is my internet being weird? No, it looks fine. Why is it doing that? This concerns me. All right, 20 seconds. I will unmute here in due fashion. I really got to get my music working. All right, 3, 2, 1, start.
俺はよろず幕極秘
よろず
防衛機関
幕
コードに
です
所属しこの世の悪を撲滅するエージェントという夢を見てい
At
る
least that's what he
普通の
dreams
高青
about.
年だ芸術品のコレクター渥美太郎の夢に潜入し名画に隠された国家機密を奪還するミッションの中夢の中に現れる謎の男が元怪事課の
Could you not?
捜査官だったことを知った
There we go.
自分が寄付した名画に国家機男が隠している国家機密とは
Get back the
Get
national
back the
secret.
national secret.
Good luck.
忠告したはずだ。知りすぎれば己の身を滅ぼす。
Learning too much
誰
could
かが
destroy
国
you.
家機密の漏洩を恐れているんだな
不都合な真実が好むのは闇だ。
He's talking about darkness. Whoa! Reality hath shifted.
今日の夢はここまでか
Huh?
出ませんね。本当にこの家で合ってるんでしょうか。
よらずさんが撮った夢の写真とまるで違いますが。
夢じゃいい絵にすると現実では違う。よくある話だな。
That's fair. You know, like he's not.
こんな朝っぱらから。警視庁の藤見です。少々お話が。
夜というアカウントの正体、小高健生にあったのか。
Kensei Okada.
あんた何を隠している？消えた名画に隠された秘密を知ってるんじゃないのか。
知りたければ取引だ。
Oh wow, this guy. Okay, he's shady as fuck.
教えてもらう。
小高は元公安の職員だ。
Oh, we're getting into the weeds now. The lore, baby.
次はそっちだ。最近消えた3枚は
Our legendary masterpiece is believed to no longer exist.
なぜそんなものが存在するのか。
So why do they exist then?
ミステリー。
Their existence is a secret.
ミステリーコード。
俺は枚数なんて言ってないのにあんた3枚と言う。
I didn't say how many paintings there were, but you said there were 3. Damn. Okay. Okay. What you
最
about?
後の1枚がいつ消えたのか話してもらおうか。
知りたければもっと情報をよこせ。
公安の
Fujimi's had it up to here with your shit.
したたまだな。
飽くなき探求心と言ってもらいたい。
Oh, he's squaring up. He's squaring up.
尋問？
はい。朝早くからもう6時間も。
なるほど。
6 hours interrogating him. What?
突然終わったのは藤見さんが原因か。
はい。
俺、渥美さんの夢の中に潜入捜査してたんで。
それ本当なんですか？
It is.
他人の夢に潜入だとしたら夢の中に行けばわかるということですか？渥美太郎の心と素顔が。
はい。本人すら気づいていない深層心理まで。
Even subconscious desires even he's not aware of. Hey, there he is.
ゼロ。
Why am I buffering so bad today?
名画を寄付した元所有者は
Kensuke Okada, the man who donated the paintings.
失踪した海事課の捜査官です。さらに
Come on, I feel like we're about to get dropped a huge bomb here. I don't know why I'm buffering.
その小高って人が俺を妨害していた謎の男ノクスでした。
What? I don't know why I'm buffering so bad. I don't know why.
なるほど。この男にしても強奪されたと。
はい。しかも夢の中の名画はナイトメアに腐食させられちゃって。渥美さんの夢は守りたいけど今回のミッションはもう手遅れかも。
Might already be too late.
本物のエージェントになったんじゃなかったのか。
Oh, don't question him now, Zero. Don't do that.
まだ現実に進出していない。今晩中に国家機密を奪還すれば間に合う。
ゼロ。
Zero's not letting on
焦って
much.
るの？
いかなる時もミッションは絶対。
Stop buffering! My God, what is happening today?
そうだけどそもそも国家機密って何なんですか？ゼロは知ってるんでしょ？
知れば君も重大な。
Oh, Zero knows something. He knows
リス
something.
クを負うことになる。それが避けたい。とにかくミッションを遂行するんだ。
Oh, he can't know because it'll compromise the mission. Oh, mute. That is, dude, this is getting deep. This is some deep shit right now. Like, holy fuck. Hold on, I'm gonna try something here. Maybe I think I know. Wait. Okay, I think that fixed it. Okay.
ここか。
いい加減白状したらどうだ。
God, they're going at it right now.
非常識が2人いた。
I'm gonna move this to another screen.
藤見さん、やめてください。
バクお前が教えたのか。
俺が聞いたんです。この人を休ませないつもりなら夢に潜入できなくなります。
こいつは小高につながる唯一の手がかりなんだ。お前に渡せるか。
待て。夢に潜入ってどういうことだ。
渥美さん、覚えてますか。家政婦番号7番、セブンと申します。
君か。芸術が私の人生の全てだからな。
ごめんなさい。あなたが人生の全てとまで言っていた名画が夢の中で腐食させられてしまいました。
何？
おそらく現実でも同じことが。
私の絵が。あの絵は私が描いた最高傑作。
Oh, he painted
近
those.
い人生の集大成だった。
What's the overarching thread here?
確かな技術はあったはずなのに、なぜか私の絵は売れなかった。答えのない世界に苦しんで、私は名画を模倣する贋作師となった。
贋作。
Oh,
失
that's
われた幻の名画を再現したあの3枚の絵は最高傑作だった。なのにあいつが勝手に寄付して。
あいつ小高のことか。そうだな。やっぱりあいつに会ったんだな。いつどこで。
注文を受けたんだよ。3枚の贋作を作ってほしいって。
wait, what?
あなたの技術の集大成を見せてくれませんか。
What is he up to? What is Knox doing? We got questions
私の絵を
here.
買ってくれる人間が現れたんだ。
The big secret is that they're
あ
fake.
の国家機密だけは絶対に守らなければならないんだ。
At least that's what I think it is. I think the big secret is that they're fake.
絵に隠された秘密とは何だ。
私が描いた最高傑作ということだ。
それだけのはずがあるか。
2人とも眠そう。
藤見さん、渥美さんを寝かせてください。
一般人は出ていけ。それにこんな状況じゃ本人だって寝るに寝られないだろう。
寝てます。
Damn. He out like a light.
待って。渥美さんの体がカビ始めてる。
Oh, my boy, you need to run. You need to run.
渥美さん、まずい。急がないと夢主の命に関わる。
おい、渥美太郎、起きろ。
ダメだ。ナイトメアを倒すしか方法は。
分かってる。飛ばすぞ。
Damn, that was fast.
マー君。
何？
帰ってたんだね。
ごめん、起こしちゃった。
うん、大丈夫。
南さ、国家機密なんて俺には荷が重いかもしれないけど、誰かを助けることならできるよな。
いつもやってきたでしょ。雷に打たれても隕石に衝突しても。
Okay, since when are you that helpful? Since
そ
when?
うだった。やっぱり夢だけにしとくよ。おやすみ。
おやす
Oh, he
み。
out.
の早っ。
Damn! He was tired. Do not walk in there!
国家機密。
She's gonna walk in there, isn't she? Ooh, hesitation. Ooh. Ooh.
おやすみ。
Oh! Right there! If she had opened that door! Oh, right there! I'm like, open it! You need to know we need you as part of the main crew! We need you helping us! The fucking cowlick. Why does he give him that defect?
あれ、メイガは。
いつの間にかまた盗まれてた。
Nox must have done it. Let's find it.
悪いけど、今はそれどころじゃない。ナイトメイは渥美さんが描いた絵だけじゃなく、本人までカビさせた悪夢を実現しようとしてる。早く倒して渥美さんを助けないと。
Get back the national secret.
夢主を助けることだって大切なミッションだろ。
This is like... So, I'm like baffled. I'm baffled. Like, if he's molding over, it's killing him. What is he doing? What is he doing? Oh. Oh, shit! A vault door? Where are you going? And what is this setup? What is this?
贋作師、芸術を愛するお前の深層心理が現実の置き土産を夢の中にもたらしてくれた。
Huh? What?
お前も我が永遠の芸術となれ。
やめろ。 Get back the
So-
national secret and the dreamer.
Release the hounds! Get him! So many questions right now.
無駄だ。夢主を蝕む旅はもう止められない。
お前を倒せば悪夢は終わる。
壁に勝利した人間がいるかな。
Have you ever met a person who can fully beat mold? That's a question if I've ever heard it.
完成するのは時間の問題だ。
He's too tiny for you.
夢ってのは不思議な国だ。俺は不思議な力にかける。
Ah, here we go, purple mode. Wonder. Oop. Oh, no dramatic fill up. Ah, come on. That's a missed opportunity right there.
さあ、不思議の国の Z と行こうか。
Scythe mode. The green screen, baby. We're out here defying reality right now. What is it? Micro battle.
Get in the hole.
Get in the hole. Oh, okay. That is an amazing visual. The ant just walks by, just pays it no mind. That is amazing. The ant don't know how to process that. Oh shit! Oh shit! DNA, let's go!
ちょうどいいハンデだ。
ここまで小さくなるなんて貴様人間か。
可能なんだよ。夢を見る力が人にあるからな。
My man can defy reality itself! ZEZTZ-udan! Wait, what? Nice. That ruled.
Oi.
容体が回復したようです。
ああ。バクがやってくれたようだな。
ナイトメアは倒した。もう大丈夫だ。
セブン、さすが。
But we couldn't get back the national secret.
いや、
What?
ノックスの足取りは抑えてある。
今日の夢はここまでか。
サーチミッションスタート。
あとは任せたぞ。
行こう。
Wait, what?
Thank you, Z センサー。
What is this?
ゼロ。国家機密ってのはこれのことか。
何これ。
ネムちゃん、 残念ながらトップシークレットだ。
Good job, Seven.
ミッションコンプリート。
What is happening right now? Zero, you know something and you're not talking! Oh. He's finally using it! Oh. Oh. What about your sword, man? You gonna recover your sword? Revenge? Explain yourself!
Your next mission. 次回仮面ライダー Z 巨大隕石が地球に迫っている。
隕石を俺が止める。
お前は何も分かってない。カプセムの恐ろしさを。理想。
金色のゼッツ。
隠されし。
Okay, that suit is interesting, to say the least. That is a interesting design choice, to say the least. Not sure if I'm a fan of it. Not sure. But yeah, we didn't get it this week. We're getting it next week, but it's just adding more to the intrigue. Like, what is his whole deal? Like, what is his whole deal? Like, let's talk about this for a second. Let's talk about this for a second. What is his deal? Right? Now he's talking about revenge. What does it mean? Because I feel like Zero is not letting on to what he's saying, but it looks like Nox has a personal vendetta against Zero. And if I had to guess, he truly was previously an agent. He was an agent of code, but something happened that prevented him. Like, something that happened, if I had to guess, he was taken out in a mission. His equipment was rendered useless, and as a result, he was no longer an agent, and that drove him mad. If I had to guess what it is that is consuming, if I had to guess what is consuming him, revenge is that he got kicked out of the agency because he couldn't transform anymore. So I could believe that he feels like Zero betrayed him. Which I think that's probably what it's going to be. We're not going to find it out right away because we're probably going to watch Zets get, like, one-upped by him next episode. Like, it's not going to be an even match because you know he's going to like, biff it the first part of the arc, and the second part of the arc, he is going to, like, find a way to make a comeback, right? And I feel like we're going to find out in that second episode fully what Nox's deal is. I don't think Zero's going to be outright with that information next episode. I feel like it's going to be the following episode. Because ultimately, that whole ordeal, that whole thing with Nox is that it's all starting to come to a head. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like it's all coming together, and we're finally, like, we're gonna find out what the correlation, because if they never, like, acknowledged it the whole time, right? They never acknowledged, like, anything going on between two. It's only until now that Zero is showing some semblance of concern, right? Like, at the end, even though he's, like, keeping cool, calm, and collected, literally that last moment of him not being, like, him, like, prioritizing the national secret over saving the dreamer, that's a weird kind of pull, you know what I mean? It's a bizarre thing for him to do. And normally, like, that's not a level of concern that we see from Zero. Because again, he's usually cool, calm, and collected. He doesn't really like let shit like that get to him. You know what I mean? Dude's normally like really like calm and collected. Even when Baku kept thinking like he was gonna biff it, even when Baku thought he was gonna biff it, he was still like, keeping calm. But like you could see that like he is showing a sense of concern and urgency. There's something there that he does not want us to know. Or not us, he doesn't want Baku to know. Because it feels like if he knows, because he can't even know what the secret is. So ultimately, like, what is the move? You know? What's the movement? What is his game plan at the end of the day? You know? Like, we know it's revenge now. Let's be clear about that. We know it's revenge. The big question now looming in the air is revenge for what? Like, there is something going on there. Now, I already said it, but I'll just say it again for sake of. I think the big thing, I think the massive thing that's going to happen is we're going to find out that Nox used to be an agent. That's what we're going to find out. That's the big thing. I feel like we're going to find out Nox was an agent. Something happened. His equipment was rendered useless. As a result, it might have been something that even might have hurt Zero, right? Because we never saw Zero. He could be injured for all we know. Something happened, and as a result, he was either expelled from the agency or he just left. I want to lean more towards he just left because he was mad that he couldn't henshin anymore. I'm going to say it's that, but it's also very, very much a big. He was expelled maybe because he made a mistake that caused his equipment to be like that, and possibly might have caused harm to Zero in some way, shape, or form. You know. Either way, I think his revenge is against Zero, right? I think that's the main crux of this. Because Zero knows something. Zero knows something, and he's keeping it from Baku. Because it could be something that happened that might make Baku question his loyalty. You know? I genuinely feel like. Sorry, I'm chewing something right quick. Hold on. I genuinely think that Nox holds a grudge against Zero. So either he felt betrayed by Zero, or Zero made a judgment call that Zero did not agree with, which meant he left the agency. Okay, so either he made a mistake where Zero had to expel him from the agency, or Zero made a decision that Nox didn't like and ended up getting his ass kicked out of the agency. Oh, no. Let me rephrase that. It was a decision that Zero didn't like, and he left the agency in protest. And as time went along, he started harboring this grudge. That's what I think is going on. So it's either or. But we're not going to find that out until 2 episodes from now. Because I feel like it's going to be Nox is going to fight ZEZTZ. And in the battle, he will let loose the tidbit. Maybe he'll say something like, why don't you ask Zero? Or, I'm looking for revenge, right? Something like that. Which will prompt Baku to ask Zero about it. And Zero not seeing any way out of it will end up telling the story. So ultimately, I feel like we're in a position right now where we're about to get the biggest lore dump we've gotten in the history of this series. So we are on the precipice of possibly the biggest information dump we've gotten in this entire series. What's ZEZTZ-udan's whole deal? Well, what's Nox's whole deal? So ultimately, what was his whole deal, right? That's going to be the biggest crux in this next two-parter arc. What is Nox's deal? Sorry, someone's messaging me. But regardless, I think the crux is going to be what's his deal. I can't predict what's going to happen. All I can say is Nox will face ZEZTZ, will let something slip, and then we roll into at the end of the next episode. Baku will question Zero about it in the following episode, and that's where we get our lore dump. So I'm calling it episode 12 is going to be a big old lore dump about Zero's past and Nox. We're going to find that out, right? But we don't really know what's going on. All we know, a meteor coming. A meteor is coming. That's all we know. We're going to find out more about that next week. And my God, can I just say, like for realsies, ZEZTZ has not missed in 11 episodes. I need y'all to understand that. ZEZTZ has not missed in 11 episodes. I need you guys, like, I don't think that's unreal. That's unheard of, right? Firing on all cylinders for literally 3 months. Takahashi's and his crew are on point right now. So much point. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it, man. We are in a glorious age right now. Like, it's funny to me how Kamen Rider is outputting this level of quality. Meanwhile, Gozuger is pretty much going to be taken to the back of the shed and put down. And apparently, they got instead of doing the thing that everyone expected them to do, which was put Otto in line for the thing, they found an actress to replace Sumino. But that's neither here nor there. That's for tomorrow's show. But man, so ultimately, like, I gotta know, like, I gotta believe that, like, I have no reason. I have no reason to believe that we're ever getting any bad episodes from this show. I may be proven wrong, but I feel like we are not going to. I feel like, again, I've made this a statement before of that, like, they want to put their best foot forward for the English expansion, and like, in order to do that, you cannot have misfires. Like, I genuinely believe you can't have a misfire, and so far ZEZTZ has not missed, not a day has it missed, and it makes me so happy. I'm like so happy that there's a tokusatsu worth looking forward to every week. But unfortunately, that means I don't know what's going on with the other guys, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. But man, I'm happy that there's a tokusatsu that we can look forward to. But man, it's like this is the highlight of my week, and then tomorrow we're gonna go into a shit show. Like, man, end the week with a peak Kamen Rider, then start the week with a shit Sentai. God, man. Knox was creating his own writer form. I don't think he was creating it. I feel like he's going to be. I feel like that was something. Because I feel like that was something he had in the past. I think that was genuinely his. He used to be a writer. I think something happened, and that goes into my prediction for next week, which we'll find out within the next 2-point arc. Is that either he was an agent with code. Zero made a decision he didn't agree with, and he left, or he made a decision, or Knox made a decision so egregious that Zero had to dismiss him from the agency. Either way, he's held a resentment ever since, and that's why he's talking about revenge. He wants revenge on Zero. But again, we'll have to find that out in the next two-parter. But for the most part, yeah, he was pretty much just he's got it made, man. So we're all watching. Look, man, at this point, man, like it would feel weird for me to stop watching it, right? It would be weird for me to stop watching it because at that point, I'm like committed, right? Because I've already seen most of the train wreck, so why not just see the train wreck to its conclusion, you know? So ultimately, that's what's going to happen, right? Is that we're going to see is that we're gonna see how this literally like pans out, because ultimately I don't expect it to get better, because again the finale is probably more than likely like 3 months away, because I think in February then is when the Universe Heroes rebrand starts. So once Gozyuger's over, Sentai's done. There's no recovering, right? And literally that's what sucks, I think, more than anything, is that Sentai is ending on a wet fart. And I've said that. But again, I'm going to keep my thoughts for that show. I don't want to like let it leach. I don't want to let it like leach into the ZEZTZ. This is a show about positivity, because damn, we've been giving bangers every week. Like, my God. But like so far it's the series that keeps you guessing, man. It is the series that keeps you guessing. And you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. So far I have been so happy that like the crew behind this Kamen Rider has taken so much care and love, so put some good old TLC on the Kamen Rider name. Kamen Rider has now officially, well, not now, but by the time when the Gozyuger ends, just the next week after that, Kamen Rider will have officially outlived Super Sentai, which that is a hell of a statement. That is a hell of a statement when you think about it. 50 plus years of Kamen Rider, and Super Sentai died at 45. That's crazy when you think about it. That's crazy. Didn't even make it. Oh, no, Sentai is 50. Kamen Rider's 55. Sorry, my bad. But like 50 years of like hit or miss over 55 years of just mwah, you know? It's crazy to think about. Ultraman's gonna reach 60. My God, Ultraman is gonna outlive Super Sentai. That's, well, they already did, but that's insane. So man, it's crazy to think that this is where we are now. It's crazy. But you know what? As long as they keep delivering, I'ma still be there. I'ma still be there. I usually even have to go back and watch his X reaction first. Yeah, it's okay. So ultimately, that's gonna do it for the ZEZTZ-udan today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed the ZEZTZ-udan today. I will be back tomorrow for the Gozudan. My God, I'm gonna need a lot of headache pills. I'm gonna need them for tomorrow. But I will see you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow for the train wreck. And then, of course, we will be back next Saturday for another edition of the Kamen Rider ZEZTZ-udan. So I hope you enjoyed. I'm Call Sign Henshin, your favorite mercenary of fortune, coming to you live from the year 2285. If you like the show, be sure to mention in the comments. Like, tell me in the comments your predictions. That's what I love. I want to hear what you guys are predicting for the next episode. So if you're watching the VOD, put it in the comments. And if you're here live, when the VOD comes up, put it in the comments. I love to read them. I always read the comments. And with that being said, my name's Call Sign Henshin, your favorite mercenary of fortune, coming to you live from the year 2285, reminding you that the future is in your hands alone. Seize the day, seize the means, seize the future. I will see you guys next time for another edition of the Kamen Rider ZEZTZ-udan. Until then, I need y'all to please take it easy, be safe on this holiday weekend. By all means, spread the love, baby. Spread the word. Until then, I am out. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.